Hello guys, it's me, the Expert Future today, and today we're doing what if Deku was in Fallout New Vegas. Redo! Part 1. Back as the courier made the name, he's the peacekeep maker. He brought an end to the war, to the violence between rival factions, rival clans, the NCR, the Brotherhood, in Vegas. They called him the One, the hero. However, House found out something that Deku didn't know. House told Deku that he was never actually the courier. You see, Deku found the courier by coincidence, but he was already dead by a pit, killed by dragon lizards. So Deku took his clothes and tried to pass up as him as he was making his delivery, because something happened to him. A portal malfunctioned, you see, and Deku was the first one to pop into that world, making him the first person there, and the longest ever been. And up to that current point, that's when the others started appearing. However, since this is the redo, I'm changing up Wararaka's scene, so yeah. Also, everyone, shout out to Fallout Whatever. He's also likes this what if idea for this redo, but anyway, I'll continue. Him. However, the Legion still sells women, and Deku can't do anything about that. So, he doesn't know the Legion don't sell women anymore. But whatever, I'll make something up for him. But anyway, as Bell is walking to New Vegas, he finds this girl dressed differently, having things out of her ears. So Bell just thinks that she's some type of mutant, but she looks pretty normal. Just like the things hanging out of her ears, though. As she's like telling this person, like saying to help her, as this guy kicks her in the stomach, over and over again. This guy's saying, "You pathetic, worthless, you freak! No wonder you're useless." As the guy lifts up her hair, as she's crying, just says, "Maybe I'll make you mine. You do have a pretty face, but those ears have to go." This guy pulls up a knife, and then Deku just turns back around and just grabs the guy's hand, breaks it, and just as the guy's screaming in pain, just says, "What'd you do that for?" As Deku says, "Listen, I have no problem with you. I have no problem with you beating on someone. But I do have a problem with the way you act like them, or treat them like they're nothing but garbage." As Belk grabbed the guy's shirt, leading him towards him, Deku said to him, "If you ever harm her or touch her again, I will kill you." And as Bel's wearing the NCR armor, as the guy is terrified, he begins running for his life. As then Deku grabs Juno, begins walking away with her to a clinic in the Fallout New Vegas. He finds a doctor's office, but Juno breaks up, having blackouts, blacking in and blacking out. And since Deku was the courier, he has lost all memories due to the gunshot, so he believed he is the courier. However, Deku's just on the quest to find out who he is. That's all. As Juno was waking up in and out of consciousness, Deku was just sitting there in a chair for a few days until she finally woke up, and she was coughing like hell. As Deku was like, looks like you're finally awake. As Juno was like, Deku? As Deku was like, Deku. As she gets up, so, are you feeling well? As she's like saying, Deku, ever since when the portal, as she's trying to remember what happened, but she can't. It's a bit hazy. As Deku's like, huh, so, why did you call me Deku? As Juno says, but that's your name. As Deku's like, no, my name's the Courier. And Juno's like, but don't you even recognize me? I'm your classmate. As Deku shakes his head no, as he tells Juno that he's been shot in the head and he lost his memories completely. As Juno's like, oh, so you don't know who I am? Deku's like, nope, I have no idea who you are, lady. But for one thing, Deku says, you do seem familiar to me, Deku's saying. As Juno's like, yeah, I was in your class. As Deku's like, mm, class. As Deku's scratching his chin, class. As Deku snaps his fingers and he just pops up the answer. As he comes up with the number 1A, as Juno's like eyes begin to like say, yes! Class 1A, we're class 1A. As Deku's like, still a bit hazy though. As Deku gets up from the chair saying to Juno, just says, so, you do know a bit about me. As Juno's shaking her head, yes. And that's when Deku decided to put something on her neck to make sure she wasn't lying. As Juno was like, what is this thing? Get it off me. As Deku was like, I wouldn't touch that if I were you. As Juno was like, why? As Deku was like, well, if you touch that, if you try to remove it, it will explode, completely exploding your head off to a million pieces. As Juno was like, but you were so sweet and kind. Why would you do this? As Deku's like saying, like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I've always been that this way. Ever since I've been left in the desert to die, I've gone through hardships and trials. Even you don't understand what I've been through. If you've gone through the things that I have, then we may be able to talk. But for now, we can't. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like super fucking tired. I like really want to fall asleep. So yeah, I really want to keep continuing this, but I'll put in my other clips later. So good night.